Hi guys, welcome back to another review video. This one is going to be over quadratic formula and how to use it to find the x-intercepts of a quadratic. So we have a quadratic and we're going to use the quadratic formula to find the x-intercepts of this quadratic. And if you don't have the quadratic formula already loaded up on your screen, you should, because I have it on the PowerPoint that you found this video on, but if not, go ahead and make sure you can see it on the screen somewhere. Okay, I'm going to use the coefficients here, the numbers of a, b, and c here, and fill in the quadratic formula. So the beginning of the quadratic formula, it has opposite of b. So opposite of, in our case, -3 is our b. And then I have plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. Excuse the writing, I'm using my finger. Need to find my stylus. I cannot find it at the moment. But we have the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root, and then b squared minus 4ac. And then on the denominator, on the bottom, you're going to have 2 times whatever a is, and a is another 2, actually, in this case. A is 2. So 2 times a, and our a just happened to be 2. So you have this all filled out, and you have to take this and use it to find your x-intercepts. So the beginning first step you're going to do is you're going to do this part. The opposite of -3 is a 3. So we have opposite of -3 is a 3. And then when you type this in, you have to be very careful. When you type it in your calculator, you need to have it in parentheses. So you're going to go parentheses -3 parentheses squared. It's going to give you a 9. -3 squared is 9. And you're going to type this in. You're going to type in -4 times 2 times -20. And that is going to give you 160. And then on the bottom, the denominator, you have 2 times 2 is 4. So we did a couple steps so far. We did opposite of b, b squared, and then this part right here. So we finished that out. Now that we have finished that out, I'm going to go ahead and erase some of our work here so that I have some space. If you didn't get to write it all down yet, just go ahead and back up the video so you can write it all down. So let's finish solving this. So we have 9 plus 160. 9 plus 160 is 169. And then here is where you can either actually square root this on your calculator, or you can leave it just like it is. And I'll show you what I mean. So we have two ways we could do this. We could do 3 plus square root of 169 divided by 4. And I'll show you that. Or we could do 3 minus square root of 169 divided by 4. And what I meant earlier is that you can either leave this in the square root when you put it into these equations, or you can actually do it on a calculator and write the decimal answer, or if it happens to work out perfect, the whole number answer, the integer answer. So in this case, it just happens to work out perfect. Square root of 169 is 13, so you could put a 13 there. So it's plus 13 and minus 13. Or you could just leave it under the square root. Either way, it should be just fine. The way that you're going to type it in is you're going to type in 3 plus square root 169. And that's going to give you a 16. Because it's 3 plus 13 is 16. And then on this one, you're going to have 3 minus square root 169. And it's 3 minus a 13 in reality, so it's going to have -10 as an answer. So your two answers are 16 divided by 4 is 4, and negative 10 divided by 4 is negative 2.5. Make this dot a little bigger. So we have our two x-intercepts found by using the quadratic formula. X-intercept of 4 and an x-intercept of negative 2.5.